In this video, we will discuss about the clause 4 of ISO 27001. Clause 4 is about the context of the organization. It has total 4 sub-clauses. Clause 4.1 is about understanding the organization and its context. This clause requires the organization to determine all the internal and external issues that may be relevant to its business purpose. It must be noted here, issues can be defined as factors that can impact the information security management system. Example of internal factor can be organization's policies and processes, whereas example of external factor can be market competition. Clause 4.2 is about understanding the needs and expectations of the interested parties. Clause 4.2 requires the organization to determine the interested parties and to determine their needs and expectations. Requirement of the interested parties may include legal and regulatory requirements and contractual obligations. Now let us discuss about clause 4.3. Clause 4.3 is about determining the scope of information security management system. Scope is basically based on 3 factors. 1. Internal and external issues as identified in clause 4.1. Second, requirements of the interested parties as identified in clause 4.2, and third point, dependency on other organizations. So from these 3 points, scope of the information security management system is finalized. The scope should be made available as documented information. Please note, whenever word shall is there in the standard, it means it is mandatory. Now let us discuss about clause 4.4, establishing and improving ISMS. Clause 4.4 requires that the organization shall establish, implement, maintain and continually improve information security management system. Let us understand clause 4.1 with a practical example. In real world, you will find issues identified as follow. So most of the organization will identify their internal context as organizational structure, roles and responsibilities, policies and procedures, and so on. From external context point of view, they will identify political environment, legal and regulatory requirements, market competition, and so on. If organization has done this, then it indicates that it has complied with the requirement of clause 4.1. Let us now discuss clause 4.2 with a practical example. Generally for ISMS, interested parties and their requirements will be as follow. Most of the organization will identify their interested parties as regulators, executive boards, senior management, employees, customers and business partners. So, if organization has done this, then it indicates that it has complied with the requirement of clause 4.2. Let us now discuss some important key aspect of clause 4. First question, what is the requirement of clause 4.1? Clause 4.1 requires identification of internal and external factors impacting information security management system. Next question. What is the requirement of clause 4.2? Clause 4.2 requires identification of interested parties and identification of needs and requirements of the interested parties. Next question. What are the bases for determining the scope of information security management system? Scope is generally derived from internal and external factors impacting the ISMS. Also, needs and the expectation of the interested parties and the dependencies on the other organization is considered while deriving the scope.
Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching.